I was able to find these Mini Brands retro balls at a super, super cheap price. So I bought 5 of them to do an opening here on the channel just to see what kind of retro items are actually in these balls. Well, we're going to have to get to opening them. And I have an awful difficult time opening these darn things. I always find them really, really hard to open. So I will spare you the all the openings because otherwise this video would be twice as long. So when you consider that these items are supposed to be made for kids, yeah, they're pretty hard to open. Mind you, I guess if they made them super easy to open, then people would be opening them in the stores. So I guess there's a reasoning behind the way they do things. So look at the tools on my desk. Yes, I had to resort to using these 2 tools in order to open it. Pretty pathetic, eh? So each one of these balls actually contains 5 surprises. So let's see what we got here. So first of all, each of the balls, of course, are going to come with the product list. And I'm not going to do any spoilers for you guys because I'm sure that when you open them, you want to be surprised. But that is the actual collector's list of all the items that come in the Mini Brands Retro. And I actually do prefer the new way that Mini Brands are doing things using these paper bags. It's much more environmentally friendly. So, and a giant oversized lipstick. That's actually even too big for Barbie, so not quite sure what you would be able to use that for. And what else do we have here? A box of bananas. Okay. That I could probably get away with using in my scale. What else do we have here? I should be discarding these bags as I go. It'll make it a lot easier. So that would be a can of STP motor oil. And of course, STP comes in various sizes. So I could definitely use that in a miniature scene if I were to do a miniature garage. And this one here is, let me see. Oh, neat. I remember these from the 1980s. So that's a Kodak disposable camera, disposable 35mm camera, Barbie scale, so not usable for me, but it is pretty cute. And then what else do we have? Oh, look at that. A Scotch brand VHS tape, which is definitely Barbie scale, so way too big for me, but it is cute as a button and really a nicely made miniature. And it's kind of cool that it comes with the little box. So it's exactly what a VHS tape looks like. So that's ball number 1. So now we're going to go ahead and open ball number 2 and see what's inside of that one. So once again, I have a difficult time, so I'm going to edit all of the bad parts out. So this one actually, look at that. I did it in one swipe. So I'm just opening up the second ball, and we'll see what kind of treasures we might have inside. And again, it's got the product list, which of course we don't need. So let's open these little packages and see what else we have, what kind of treasures might be inside. And okay, my least favorite of all, just a box. So I like it better when they give you products. So that's Mike and Ike's candy. And what else do we have here? Oh, look at that. Now that's really cute. It's a little Pez dispenser. And if I take that out of the package, I'm definitely going to be using that one. So that's my favorite one so far. And what else do we have here? Okay, so this is some kind of lollipops that are not sold in Canada. I've never heard of them. And it's a little plastic container with foam inside of it. It is well done, but it's just not a brand I'm familiar with. And some little Energizer batteries, which again are way, way, way too big. They're more like Barbie scale. And what else do I have here? Let's see. Okay, again, one of my least favorite ones. It's just a box, there's nothing inside, and it's Crayola crayons, which again are way too big. They're probably even bigger than Barbie scale. But I do really like this little Pez dispenser. So that's like really super cute. So now we're on to the next ball. So ball number 3. And let's see what we got inside of these ones. So just moving everything out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so inside this first little pouch, we've got, ooh, another Pez dispenser. Okay, I'm not unhappy about that. I really do like this particular one, so that I'm grateful to have. And that way I can open one of them at least. So, and a 5.5-inch 3M floppy disk. Now that takes you back to the 1980s, doesn't it? A lot of the young kids won't even know what that is. And that's a computer disk. That's how we used to store our data back in the days. And once again, another VHS tape by Scott. And what do we got in this little pouch? Let's see. And, oh yes, a little Kodak 35 millimeter film. Now that's huge. That's even too big for Barbie. I mean, if I have one complaint about mini brands, like they should just keep everything to a consistent scale. That's like just way too huge even for Barbie. So again, look, a giant, giant can of soup, which I believe would even be too big for 1/6 scale, but I guess Campbell's soup does come in commercial sizes. So maybe that's Campbell's soup for a commercial kitchen. Who knows? So now I'm on to the next ball. I have 5 of these in total. So yeah, I got them actually off of a local buy and sell site. So I think they came from freight damage, but the balls themselves are good. So I only paid like 1/3 of the actual retail price. So that's why I went ahead and bought these. And so if there is items in here that I cannot use, I do have a friend of mine that does miniatures with Barbie scale, so I can trade her for some of her smaller stuff. So it'll actually work out when all's said and done. So what else do I have here? Okay, so yeah, an ever-ready giant battery. So they come in all different sizes. That could definitely be used in a garage scene in my scale. Not a problem. And a giant Mentos. Okay, for those of you that don't do half scale or 1/12 scale are probably laughing at that, but for me, that Mentos is like way, way, way too big. Like it's ginormous. So, and this is some kind of beef stew, Dinty Moore's beef stew. I remember the TV commercials for that kind of stew from American channels, but I don't think we ever sold Dinty Moore here in Canada. At least I've never seen it on the grocery shelves. And what else do we got here? Oh, another one of those silly Crayola crayons. You know, that wouldn't be a bad miniature if you could open it up and there was actually crayons inside. Ooh, I do actually like this. This is a Life magazine. I think that's cool. That I definitely would be able to use. And just opening up. I believe this is my last ball here. And what do we got here? So 5 more little treasures. So Okay, so opening up the first one, hoping not to get any more duplicates. Okay, now that's ridiculous. That's a can of Fresca. Way too big for Barbie. I don't know what you would ever possibly use that for. And what else do we got here? Okay. Oh, more STP, but this time it's like a larger container. I do like that. That's cool. And what else do we have? Okay, again, way too big. I guess it could be used in Barbie scale. Some Planters peanuts. And this one here is, let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. It's like an exercise book. Oh, and the pages are nicely lined. I love that. That's really cool. That's like perfect for me. And I believe this might be the last item. What do we got here? Oh, some more Energizer batteries. Yeah, didn't need those. Oh my goodness. So here's a close-up of all the stuff we got here. So they are really beautiful miniatures, but a lot of them are super unusable for my scale. But that's okay. I will trade. That's what we do. So I do like those bananas. Those are kind of neat. And then the crayons, that's the worst one. Look at those little Pez dispensers. Aren't they neat? I just love them. And then those Dum Dum Pops. I've never heard of those kind of lollipops. And then the 2 VHS tapes, 2 Energizer batteries, the Kodak 35 millimeter film. Yeah, that's like giant. Like that's even too big for Barbie. I mean, it's just huge. This little exercise book, check it out. See how nicely lined those papers are? Like that would be perfect for tearing out a sheet and maybe writing a note to Santa Claus or something on it for inside a miniature scene. And my least favorite, the boxes, they have nothing in it. So that's the Mike and Ike's candy. And Man's Journey to the Moon, the Life magazine. That's cool. And then this giant oversized lipstick that's way too big for Barbie. It's like ridiculously big. Maybe it could be used to make a different miniature out of it. So these are all the items, my full haul. So this whole entire haul only cost me $20. So that's a really super reasonable price. I was really lucky to find these items at such a good price, like freight damage stuff. So here are the items that I'll want to keep. So I do like that can of STP. I love the Pez dispensers. I love that little exercise book with the lined paper. I love that little Life magazine. And the bananas are pretty cool as well. So yeah, I think that those are nice little additions to my miniature collection. And the rest, hey, I'll just trade them with somebody else. So yeah, I think I really like this little Duracell battery or Ever Ready battery as well. That'll work out. Well, thank you very much for watching today's video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. It's free to do so. And please hit that like button. I also just love reading your comments. I just really love interacting with the people that watch my videos. It's so much fun. And everyone, once again, have the best day ever. And Merry Christmas to everyone.